I go from here? No traps, please.
Time to strike. My path be true.
Curiosity trumps combat, then?
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I am fury. I am death. It has it.
The lesson is death. Please help me.
Let's end this.
Nothing will stand in my way.
I am fury. I am death. On the move. Ready.
No choice but to keep going.
I am fury. I am death. Take you. On the move.
What now?
Victory awaits.
A better position. Can't take much more.
Need to stay focused.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Can't give up. Take you.
Can't even catch my breath.
Take you.
Time to move.
Got to concentrate. Take you.
Still on my feet.
Time to strike.
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. However, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, it is of vital importance that my death be remedied at your earliest convenience. You may rest assured that I do not speak out of self-preservation alone. Many lives depend on my return to the living within the span of 2 days. I trust I've made myself clear. No need. I have upon my deceased person a magical item that can accomplish my return. But such is the value and rarity that it is protected by a multi-layered security protocol. I will now explain the protocol. Step 1 is to retrieve from my person a pouch I wear over my heart. Next, you must unthread the purple seam that seals it in a counterclockwise fashion. Do not touch any other colored strand. Inside the pouch, you will find a folded letter and a tiny flute. Unfold the letter and note the markings in the top and bottom corners. These are the notes you will need to play. Starting from the bottom right, play the notes in correct order, clockwise this time. Upon completion of the tune, a magma method will appear, which will pose the following question. Iskcha Chisnaga. This is Ignan for what is my name? The answer is Kasitrak Ash. Pronounce the name correctly, and the method will breathe on the letter. Stay clear, because the little scamp can melt metal. Words will now appear on the letter's surface, effectively turning the letter into a scroll of true resurrection. Use it to bring me back to life. Excellent. Now repeat my instructions back to me, please. Humor me. I need to be absolutely certain you understand. And next? Right. You then have access to the letter and the flute. Go on. Remember to play them clockwise. And after that? Correct. But pay attention to the trach part. Ch is back of the throat. And so we have gone through the necessary steps again. It is gratifying to see your memory does not fail you. Best of luck with the protocol. May my cold, dead hands soon be refilled with the warmth of life so they can shake yours in gratitude.
The pouch is sealed with differently colored strands of thread. As the purple thread becomes undone, the pouch opens to reveal a letter and flute inside. This is the flute Gale kept on his person. A faint magical aura envelops its wooden surface. This is the flute Gale kept on his person. A faint magical aura envelops its wooden surface.
Bravo! I didn't think you had it in you.
The flute awaits with bated breath.
Iskcha cisnaga. Dayaya zum. Multhamesk. Dinu frantha manfragere.
Victory awaits. strike.
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. However, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, it is of vital importance that my death be remedied at your earliest convenience. You may rest assured that I do not speak out of self-preservation alone. Many lives depend on my return to the living within the span of 2 days. I trust I've made myself clear. No need. I have upon my deceased person a magical item that can accomplish my return. But such is the value and rarity that Step 1. Next, you must inside starting upon this is it. Pronounce the words will now appear on the letter's surface. Excellent. Now repeat my instructions back. Humor me. I need to be and next. Right. You then have access to the letter. Remember to play them clockwise. And after correct. And so we have gone. Best of luck with.
The pouch is sealed with differently colored strands of thread. As the purple thread becomes This is the flute Gale kept on his person. A faint magical aura envelops its wooden surface.
Bravo! I didn't think you had it in you.
The flute awaits with bated breath.
Iskcha cisnaga. Dayaya zum. Multhamesk. Dinu frantha manfragel.
This may be friendship.
Oh. My word, you did it! Oh, it's good to be alive. My hands are still cold, so that handshake will have to wait, but in the meantime... Thank you. Oh. It's a relief to be back on beautiful Faerun. The dreariness of the fugue plane oppresses one's soul so very quickly. That said, I assume you have some questions for me. Only fair to warn you I've precious few answers to spare. I apologize if that sounds thankless, it's just that some secrets simply cannot be revealed. Well, that's very kind of you. If the roles were reversed, I don't know if I'd have your patience. You brought me back to life, and for that I am in your debt. But we're surrounded by danger. It could happen again. If it does, bring me back again. You must, for the sake of many.
Let's have a look.
What's on your mind? The instructions were easy enough, weren't they? If slightly elaborate. I find that a healthy amount of theatrics, a voice from the beyond, a magic flute, a friendly, if highly combustible magnum effort, tends to make for a more compelling case. If nothing else, I'm sure I piqued your curiosity.
This text is ancient. A dedication to a forgotten god? That's curious.
Oh, I like it. Homely. Traps. How considerate.
Strange coin. Wonder what it's worth.
Someone doesn't like visitors. Scribes with swords? So much for the quill being mightier.
I wonder what was so subversive about the words that they commanded protection.
Wonders.
Let's move. That's Jurgle, scribe of the dead. I don't think anyone still worshipped him. Locked. As if that were enough to keep me out.
Direct me.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock. As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what? Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scrawl as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Still in control. Just.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Where am I? What's going on? Blacketh's will be done.
What's next, I wonder?
Still breathing, despite everything.
What a day.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Something. go from here? Have to keep going.
Let's have some fun. Let's move.
I am fury. I am death. Taking position.
Creator, destroyer.
Bleed for me. Got to press on.
What now? Fall by my hand. Let's get going.
It's been a long day. Better stop to rest soon.
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Fate, dost thou require...
If not over, then through.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Fate, dost thou require a new... That is where I was housed, yes. And thou needst not know why.
So, not a tentacle to be seen? Indeed you could. We're all doing surprisingly well, given the circumstances. I'm not taking anything for granted, of course. First sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer. I don't think poison is for me. Nor stabbing, come to think of it. I always felt decapitation was a fine choice. One good swing and then... nothing. But we were talking about you. What'll it be? A fine choice. Now, to use sword or axe. Or a saw. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case scenario, obviously. If the last day has taught me anything, it's that the impossible is more likely than you think. Now, let's get some rest. The sooner we start tomorrow, the better our chances of keeping this hypothetical.
I couldn't help but overhear... Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant? Adorable. But your timing is awful. Whatever the Mind Flayer's plans were, those dragons spoiled them. That doesn't make our situation less dangerous. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest. Something the matter? Fine. What's on your mind? I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Be with you in a moment. Not a trick, my friend. Magic. Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of? Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on? My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal. That, alas, is where my knowledge fails me. A rogue might call it luck, a priest might call it fate. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. I see the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache, our mouths should bleed, yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.